The rabbit died every single time, whether the test came back positive or not. The New Zealand rabbit is one of the top meat rabbits in the world. A breeding pair can produce 16 pounds of meat in offspring every 16 weeks. The name is 100% American, developed on both coasts of the United States, but nobody really knows how it got the New Zealand part. The theory is that some New Zealand stock got bred in with Belgian hares early on, but there's no evidence of it. That's conjecture after the fact. The white rabbit was an accident. The original breed was red, and the red is probably why the breeders thought of New Zealand. But a litter came out white, and it didn't take long to figure out that white fur could be dyed any color. Red fur had to be bleached first. The white took over. Rabbits are hindgut fermenters, which means fermentation happens after the small intestine. Cows have an extra stomach, so nutrients absorb on the first pass. Rabbits don't have that, so they developed a workaround. They have a cecum where they produce something called a cecotrope. It looks like it comes from the same place as their droppings, but it is not poop. It is a pre-digested fermented pellet, and they eat it. They have to. If they don't, they can't get the nutrients they need from their food and they will die. Up until the early 70s, this rabbit was kept by hospitals all over the world as the primary method of testing for pregnancy. They discovered in the 30s that hormones produced during pregnancy would change the nature of a rabbit's ovaries. So they would inject the hormones into the rabbit, then cut the ovaries out and examine them. If the ovaries showed the right changes, the woman was pregnant. That was the final word. The slang for a positive result was the rabbit died. But the rabbit always died. Every single time they ran the test, positive or negative, they had to cut the rabbit open. New Zealand rabbits are still one of the most used animals in laboratory testing today because their toxicology and their eyes react similarly to ours. 80 to 90% of medicines that pass animal testing fail when they get to human trials. Computer models are getting better, but they're still working out the kinks. In 2021, 570 million rabbits were slaughtered globally for meat, producing about 860,000 tons worth roughly $1.5 billion. China was easily half of that.